All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Clinton High School today, Lukas Kuykendall signed a letter of intent to continue not only his education, but also his football career. Probably going to be doing some kicking for the Brevard College Tornados up in North Carolina. First off, I want to congratulate you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we do have some questions for you. Number one is, did any other schools show interest in you? And did you go visit any of them?
My junior year, Newberry College showed some interest. I went on a football visit, and after that, they were the only college that kept showing interest throughout my entire year, my senior year, and then Brevard College.
Well, when you went to Brevard, what made you decide to go up there as opposed to Newberry? What stuck out that made you make that decision?
The opportunity of my education, for one, was a big step for me. Going to a place that I know I had relations with and I knew I could get my education. The coaches, all the coaching staff, them's been in the NFL.
All right, recently one of your teammates who you have a very close relationship with, Rion Gordon, also signed to play up at Brevard. Of course, he has been the long snapper, which when he gets the ball back to you for punts and also gets it back to your holder. Did his going up there have any influence on you going to Brevard?
Since we were little kids, we always talked about going to the same college and playing football, so that one was a big thing, knowing that he was going there for football. I kind of found out on my visit date that he was committing before he announced it, and it was a big impact knowing that I have relationships going up there too.
All right, well, that's great. Now, just really quick, about your career here at Clinton High School. Been pretty good. Y'all won the state championship this past season. Is there any one moment, any one play, any one field goal, extra point, or whatever that stands out to you that you'll probably never forget as long as you live?
My junior year, we were playing Aiken at home, and Ryan rolled a snap to me, and I had to go and pick it up and run for the first down, and got a little bit more than the first down, I believe, but they marked me out of bounds. But that was, other than kicking a field goal, that was the best highlight of my career.
My question for you is this. The next time you got next to him, did you tell him, don't you dare do that again?
I did. And we did punt one more time. It was probably the best snap he's ever had in his career.
It was that or else, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, one other thing I want to ask you before I turn you loose with the other gentleman here. You're going up there for an education also, and you kind of hinted at that a few moments ago. What do you plan on majoring in?
Exercise science, and I'll be, later after school, I'd be a physical therapist.
All right, physical therapist. Probably at some medical practice, or have you thought about maybe doing some training like you got here? Maybe do something along that line?
Yes, sir. Miss Pace is kind of trying to convince me to be a trainer, so that's one of the ideas I have in mind for being a therapist.
If you could also get a kind of a minor in something else that you could teach, it would help if you ever wanted to come back to a high school setting. But anyway, all right, I want to see if these gentlemen have any questions for you.
Look, you had a little bit of an injury during the years, all rehabbed and everything?
Yes, sir. I had a little hip flexor injury. It was just strained at the beginning of the year, and I took a lot of time with Miss Pace to get it right, and it still was a little tweaked at the beginning when I was kicking, but it got better throughout the year, and I obviously progressed, and it was a lot better towards the end.
What did the coaches up there say that they like about you, and what did they want to see you do to improve to get to?
Really, just leg speed is a big thing, and then knowing that I'm determined to play the sport and continue with the sport. That's what they liked about me. My ranking on the Coles website for kickers and punters, I can do both. I can punt and I can kick, and they want someone in case of an emergency who needs to punt or kick. They want someone who can do that for them.
And kickoffs too? And did you do kickoffs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My longest at Coles was 72 yards.
Because you got that roll, right?
Oh, no.
No,
Dropped.
in the air?
Dropped. Yes, sir.
Oh, as a drop?
Yeah, it dropped on 72 yards.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Mercy.
And let's be honest with you, you're not the biggest kid in the football team. So, you know, if you could put a little bit of weight and a little bit more leg strength in there, you could go better than that probably.
Oh, yes, sir. They said first thing when I get there is we're putting on the freshman 15. That has to be a must so I can play. Yes, sir.
Well, Ray Guy wasn't the biggest guy in either with the Raiders, and he, you know, is a legendary punter. So and you can make a hit when you have to, right?
Yes, sir.
You've had to step up on some kickoffs, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have. Against Daniel and against Liberty this year, I put majority of them in the end zone for a touchback.
That way you don't have to make the hit.
That's right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Vic showing his age with the Ray Guy.
There you go, Ray Guy. I love Ray Guy.
Yeah, but how do you approach the game mentally, and what's the key for, you know, being a kicker in the mental game?
Well, you know, you can't really think about it going into the game. You just gotta work with your guys, your specialist group before the game and warm-ups, and just make sure everything's right. And for me, it's just looking at a certain spot on the ball. Like whenever Ryan snaps to me for a punt, you look at the nose of the ball. That's how you know you're going to catch it. And for kicking, you got to watch your holder's hand. Once that hand lifts, you got to go. And just being relaxed and knowing that if I do make a mistake, my teammates are behind me and I'll get the next one is very helpful throughout that situation.
Kickers are kind of known to be different cats. Or you're kind of a different cat?
I'm a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, size-wise, I'm a lot smaller than a lot of the guys were this year, but I think me being different also kind of helped with being on the team. They needed someone that would bring that spark or something just to lighten the mood during a game.
And these coaches, these college coaches, they love those state champions.
Oh, yes,
When
sir.
they put together their "we signed these people" list, they want all those people to say state champions, state champions, state champions. So good job.
Yes, sir.
That means they know how to win.
That's right. They got a winning culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well, once again, we want to congratulate you. Wish you nothing but well, not only in your football career up at Brevard, but also your education and post-academic career, whatever you decide to go into or wherever it is. And I'm sure that I tell you here that once you're a Red Devil, you're always a Red Devil.
Yes, sir. Thank you.